Hey, good morning. Friday, August 27th, 21. How you doing, man? Was going to take a day off today from making videos. This isn't going to be a preachy one, so you can hang out for like 10 seconds. I noticed this morning that YouTube, without asking, has decided to put ads on my The Freezers Are Bare video. Dude, I don't have anything to do with that. I have never, since I opened this channel back in 2008, 2009, I have never once submitted a request for monetization, and then once I hit 700 subscribers, I still never, because I was approved for monetization, I've never monetized. Why? Because what I talk about, it really shouldn't be monetized. That's my personal opinion. This channel was never about the money. It's about you. And so therefore, it really disturbs me to see that YouTube is capitalizing on a short, ridiculous, upside down video that I made because of the amount of views. I noticed this morning it was like over 500 views. Wow, I haven't had that kind of view count in forever. Nor have I had the amount of likes either, 20 plus likes. I'm not about the likes, I'm not about the views. I'm about reaching the people that need to be reached, whether it be 1 or 1,000. But it just disturbed the absolute snot out of me this morning to see that. I actually had to try it like 3 different times, and 2 of the 3 times an ad popped up. I had to go into my settings to make sure that I hadn't inadvertently clicked the monetize button, and I have not, nor have I ever. I make sure that I never do that. The other thing that I've noticed is that YouTube severely manipulates my subscribers. I get it. Like probably 4 out of 10 people unsubscribe themselves. And I'd say out of 50, YouTube automatically eliminates probably half, probably an even 25. I've also noticed how they manipulate the likes and dislikes. They manipulate the view counts because I will check from time to time just to see what kind of sneak BS is going on. I'll check it with my wife's phone, and the likes and dislikes and view count is completely different. On the preachy side of things, because I can't let a video go without being a little bit preachy, it's disheartening. It's understandable because there's the world and then there's the world that I speak of. Is that the amount of view counts and likes versus likes and dislikes on the Freezers Are Bare video, the terrible one that I made, they're all terrible, but you get it, is through the roof by comparison to all my other videos that speak about the things that really, truly matter. And when we look at it in comparison to the world, right, people don't desire to seek out the spiritual things, the godly things, the comparison between the spiritual battle that we're all in right now that only a small percent of us can see and that realize versus the world and the battle that they're in, which is of the flesh and in the physical. fighting in the flesh versus fighting in the spirit. There's two different kingdoms against kingdom battling right now. It truly is kingdom versus kingdom. How I've been speaking of the famine that's on the land and that's to come onto the land even harder in terms of being able to speak freely about the spiritual things, about speaking about Christ, right? Versus the famine on the land in the physical with food shortages and things of that nature. How more people are desiring to seek that than they are seek the spiritual things. There's going to come a point in time when both are going to be on an level playing field. It's going to be pretty much equal. It's going to be hard to find food, and it's going to be hard to find those speaking about the Lord, because we'll be so censored, deplatformed, and buried under the weight of cat videos and sexy time bikini videos and Minecraft and Fortnite and all this other horse shit that's on the internet that people, for whatever reason, desire over other shit. People come to YouTube for entertainment. I get it. But a lot of people do come to YouTube for encouragement and enlightenment. And I do find it strange and not funny, but funny that anything pertaining to Jesus Christ is buried. But all the other religions, Hinduism, Islam, Judaism, any other religion can be up there and spoke of. Oh, let's not forget Zionism, because so many Christians think that Zionism is Christian, but it's not. It's Antichrist. But see, saying that will bury this video even further because I even brought it up. When you speak the truth in any way, shape, or form, you're going to get buried. And you will be so manipulated by I don't think it's just the algorithms working, man. I think it's the people. Oh, yeah. I think it's a little group of people at YouTube that get paid vast amounts of money to bury us. And that's fine, man. You have a lot of answering to do for your shenanigans, man. Again, it's going to suck to be you, man. But see, people that don't have any hope, people that don't have Christ, people that don't have the Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, all they have is this world. And when they're at the end of their life in this world, well, I wish instead that they would seek something else. I wish instead that they would seek something greater and go through that process at least, right? Because a lot of people have explored other religions, and then when they came to this one, when they came to Christ, realized after pursuing it for a small amount of time, come to realize that it's not really a religion, it's a relationship. You know what I mean? Because they come to know God as He knows us as individuals. We're not a collective, man. We're not Borg. We're not of a hive mind. We're not a bee's nest or any of that Masonic horse shit out there. He made each and every one of us unique individuals, and our thought processes are different, and we edify one another throughout those processes. You know what I'm saying? Like when you stare at something for long enough, you don't see certain things, or I should say too long. And sometimes you have to call in a second set of eyes. And they'll come in and they'll be like, dude, it's happened to me on numerous boats that I've worked on in the past that I was banging my head against a wall trying to figure out what in the hell, just to have my neighbor mechanic come over who's an automotive mechanic to tell me, did you try this? And I was like, oh. Yeah, it happens. It happens to the best of us. But that's about edification. That's about correction. That's about pointing out the obvious, right? When Mr. Obvious comes over, you need to get him a cup of coffee. But this is what's going on, man. It's the real deal. I did, in full admission, so the next day, after I made that Freezers Are Bare video, I went to another Dollar General in one town over, and they were fully stocked, man. I mean, to the gills. Meanwhile, our Dollar General out here in my little podunk village, you heard the guy in the video, he said it's been like that for about a week. We don't have a grocery store where I'm at. We had, when I moved out here 22 years ago, we had 2 of them. Now we have none. They both closed up. So we have a lot of gas stations and a bunch of pizza joints and a McDonald's. Oh, and like 5 churches. Yeah, and every one of them is 501c3, so. And you talk about the Lord with these people, and they're corrupted. Many of them have left. I've made a bunch of friends from the one church I used to go 2 years ago. And they have all left that church and haven't been to another since. For the same reasons. That we were drawn out of those churches. We were called out of those churches. And we're scattered. So, anyways, I'm starting to get preachy, but I just wanted to bring up those facts and make it aware to you guys. And if you ever on any one of my videos see an ad pop up, please comment in the comments section that, hey man, I saw an ad on your video. But I want just a FYI that I do not monetize my videos, nor have I ever given permission to YouTube to monetize my videos. And if they're going to monetize my videos without my permission, then it seems to me that I should get a cut out of that. Whatever. All right. I'm going to cut you loose. You know, it's on the funny side of things. Just walking down here today, it's like 400-foot walk, right? 450 feet walk from the house. I walked through the most horrendous swarm of mosquitoes. I've never walked through a swarm of mosquitoes out here on my property like that before, ever. And it was so bad that by the time I got to the shop, I had a mosquito in my damn coffee. So, a little extra protein never hurt anything, right? No, I got them out. I ain't gonna eat no mosquito. All right, man. Well, I hope y'all have a great weekend. Hopefully this is the only video that I make today. If I make another one, well, it means that something needs to be said about something. All right, then. Have a great weekend. If you even get one. It's looking sketchy out here. God bless y'all. Till next time. Sure.